Hello. Good morning to my art-loving friends and welcome to my channel. Today I am just sitting down to do some painting in my journal, and I thought I'd do this video just so that you could be with me as I paint and paint in my journal and just relax this morning. I am holding a size 12 round brush that I'll be using, probably also this small 8 round brush. I have my paints, I have some metallics, I have some, I don't even know what brand this is. Let me see. It is Artizo brand. I bought these on Amazon. I have some oil pastels, and I have, also I just hit the camera. These new paints that I just got from the Kuretake brand paints, and we are going to probably be dipping into all of them. So let's just go ahead and get started. If you're new here to the channel, if you like what you see, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a lot of art and just different types of art as I find my own unique art style, and you'll probably see some things on here that are familiar if you follow other artists, because I have gotten inspiration from a lot of different people on YouTube that have channels. One of them is Allison Durant. I love her style, her intuitive painting, her art poetry paintings, if you will. And that is kind of the style that I'm craving today, that I just want to get in here and just put some watercolor on the paper and just get kind of my mind focused and relax this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let's do this. I'm going to pick some colors that I think that I'm loving right now. Actually, I don't know, I'm feeling like I want to go and get some light neutrals right now, just to kind of start off with some colors that will make some colors pop later. So as you're doing your painting, you might want to think about that and think about just what colors are you craving in the moment and what colors are going to make those colors pop off the page. So I really love gray, so I'm just going to go into that as my neutral and just put some gray down on the paper. Okay, I'm loving that. I'm thinking some pretty yellow. Deciding which one I want to use. I think I'm going to go into this color next and just do some, sorry, hitting the camera there. I am not used to filming yet, so every time I hit that camera, I'm just kicking myself inside. And I'm hoping that you guys will have grace for me as I learn how to do this. Oh, I love that. That yellow is beautiful. I think I'm going to grab another yellow from this other over here. Maybe even this darker color here. Let's just see how that looks. And just kind of move it right along the edge of that one. Oh, I like that. That's so pretty. And immediately, like, as I put that gray down on the paper, I kind of see an elephant shape. I don't know if you all are seeing that, but I do like to go back after I paint these and make marks. And so I'm immediately thinking, that could definitely be an elephant. That may change. I don't know. I'm not sure what just happened there, but it looks like there's something in here, and I'm going to try to clean that up. So hang on just a moment as I wet my brush and try to get that, whatever that is, out. I don't know if my paint palette got dirty or what that is, but let's see if I can clean that up some. There we go. All right, I'm loving that so far. I think we need some dark colors now, and I'm really liking the translucent or the not so opaqueness of this paint. So I am going to choose this. It looks kind of like an olive or army green color. I love this color. And I'm just going to drop this in right here. And I always try to put it in 2 places, and I'm thinking like right along the edge here into this yellow. It would be pretty. I love how that paint moves around. It's so pretty. Okay. So we've got some yellows and greens, some gray. I'm really wanting some more of a brighter color, so I'm thinking of maybe this light color over here. It's kind of a peachy pink. Maybe just a little bit of that, like right in here. Just to add some interest, and then maybe down here. Ooh, I'm loving that. That is so pretty. I like that a lot. Let's see. Look at this mustardy color over here again, and I'm thinking about putting more of that on the underneath side. Oh yeah, I love that. That really makes that light color pop off the page now. So beautiful. It's looking like a sunset with maybe a dark cloud mixed in there. I'm gonna grab some more of that peachy color again and just drop that in a little bit more pigment there on the page. Oh, I'm liking that. It's so pretty. Just gives it the illusion of that coming from behind that dark cloud there. That's so pretty. And I do want to add some more contrast. So I'm going to come over here with this darker. I like to use black in my paintings. I don't want to use it really dark, so I'm definitely going to water it down a lot, but then just kind of drop that in right around in here. just a little, maybe some right in there. And as you saw, I'm not too keen on those little pops that just got in there, so I'm going to clean those up. And all I did to take that away was I wet my brush and I touched it to it and then touched it to my napkin that I'm holding in my hand. And so that cleans that up. I'm loving the way that that's spread on that side. That looks so beautiful. It's looking less and less like an elephant, but it could still be an abstract shape of an elephant in there, which we may come back and make line works on this later, but I'm loving that. Love, love, love it. And I think as far as watercolor, I'm gonna just leave that alone. We're gonna pause and I'm gonna actually dry this for the sake of time on this video. Okay, I'm back. I think we got it good and dry now, enough to where we can move forward with some elements. And while this area over here finishes drying, I do kind of see an African safari, and I don't know if you've ever painted like this where it kind of reminds me of like when you're outside as a kid. I would look up at the sky and I'd see the clouds, and you could make the clouds into this shape or draw inspiration from them and create all kinds of different things in your mind from the clouds. I kind of look at the paint as it dries as a way of just creating whatever I see. And right now I see that shape still of that elephant, and there's a tree and there's sun shining through. So I'm just gonna add some shapes and some element and do some line work to this to just create something fun today. So I hope you all enjoy this. Just a moment, I forgot to shut my door, so I don't want any of the background sounds of the air conditioner or anything like that to impede upon your audio. So hopefully that's better. So let me go ahead and grab some of the colors that I need. Just went ahead and grabbed my gray Posca pen, and I'm gonna just kind of outline a shape. I don't have a picture of an elephant in front of me, so I am going from memory, and I'm just going to outline what I see here and just go from there. We'll put some details on it as we go. So let's just do this. So I kind of see the head and the ears. This is where the trunk would start and come down. Maybe like that. And yeah, I'm not really sure. I need to probably look at a picture of an elephant to add more details, but as far as that, I definitely see this, the ear, and then the outline there. And so I'm gonna wait to add more detail, but I definitely know that there's the lines coming in on the trunk, and we can kind of shape that trunk with the lines, just making the curvatures there. And then the end. And yeah. So we can just add more line work later, but also just, I don't want to take away from the look of the paint underneath, so I'm just trying not to cover up the interesting elements of what's there. And so that's that. I immediately see this light coming from this side, so I want to put maybe a bright sun out here. So can't decide if I want to use something bright or if I want to use my gold. I could use my gold Posca and do that here just to give that some more interest. I may do both. I might do the circle shape. Let's see. And I don't want to smudge, so I'm going to turn this so that I do not smudge this because this is still wet. And let's see, where do I want to place this? Like right in here. So a little circle about there with that gold. And we'll see if we like that. Let's see, let me flip it back around. Might, let's see, I do like that. I think maybe some lines around it in the yellow, the brighter yellow would be pretty. But let's let that dry and then we'll come back to that. And let's see. I immediately think of trees here, so I want to grab some, maybe some of this brown. This is a deep almond color, and it's just a Crayola Color World. But I want to come in right here and do some line work here and bring these trees to life that I'm seeing there. I'm liking that. Some trees, and I love the way that there's a ridge here. I would love to add, you know, we think of Africa, what do we think of? We think of elephants, we think of desert, sun, and Mount Kilimanjaro, I believe. And so I'm thinking about maybe adding a mountain right in here, but I'm not sure yet. I don't want to take away from this. So let's see. Thinking, definitely want to do some dots in here. So where this is, yeah, this is dry. It looked like it was still wet, but it's dry. I'm going to add some dots in here. So we're just going to intuitively just add just some marks. You can make some dots smaller, some dots larger. And what I'm going to do is hold this so that the paper doesn't go up and down while I'm making the dots, because I have figured out that if you don't hold your paper down, you'll get more lines than dots because of the wiggle of the paper going back and forth. So we don't want that, so we're gonna do just some dots. I like to space them out, again, making some bigger, some smaller. Maybe in this whole area. I've never been on an African safari, but I'm thinking, you know, the night skies, the desert, the barren land, some of the trees. I could have, you know, easily turned that into a cactus instead of a tree, but I think the tree is looking beautiful. So let's see, I'm gonna add some dots up in this area, and that actually is still wet right there. So I'll come back to this side, add a few more. I'm liking that a lot. I feel like this color looks like clay. This is beautiful. I definitely want to drop in some metallic now that we have that dry. So I'm going to come back and grab some of this color. I'm going to use my small brush, and I just want to get a little bit of water and really get that color saturated and thick on the brush so that it doesn't really run a whole lot, because I want to be able to control where it goes a little bit more, so be a little bit more opaque. So I'm just going to grab that like that. And I just want to place some like right in here. Right in there. Maybe like right along here. I love that. And maybe even like right in here. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I'm loving that better already. Love, love, love that. Just adds interest, and I don't know if you can tell, but the shimmer on that, when I move it back and forth, and oh, it's so beautiful. It looks so pretty with that bright sunny yellow in the background. Okay, let's see, what else can we do? I'm feeling like we need some more line work, and let's see, I'm feeling like we probably need some darker lines. So I'm going to grab this gold Ink Joy Papermate pen, and I want to test the color first. So let me grab my little sheet that I test on my pens and make marks on first. That's looking good. So I'm going to use this and just do some tracing around the colors that are already there. Loving that. And maybe even do some of that line work on this side, along this edge here. And basically all I'm doing is just creating a shape. And so now we have that shape to balance out that shape. And I'm loving that color with it. That's really pretty. Let's see. Let's see what else we can do. I really wanted to go and do some detail on this elephant. So hang in here just a second. Let me grab some inspiration. Okay, I got my little elephant research, and let me zoom it in so I can show you. I've added some pencil marks, and now we're gonna go in and do some details. I added some tusk, and I added his eyes, and just a little bit more of the detail. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe, let's see, use this white Posca instead of a Jelly Roll to fill in the tusk, because we want them to be very white. I'm just trying not to go outside the lines because I don't want to make those tusks any larger. So I'll do this side. This nib on this pen is a little big for this, but it's working out okay. Just going light near the end so that I don't go outside the lines that I drew there. And so it's starting to really shape up. It's starting to really bring out the shape of the elephant. I am going to go in with some black pen now and just outline and do some of the outline shapes of the eyes. I remember as a kid, elephants were like one of my favorite animals. And after learning about them as an adult, they're really, really unique in the way that they are very loving and caring toward other elephants. They live a long time and they have a huge memory span, which I love. I like that. Let's see, I want to do the marks. I don't want to do them very dark though. Maybe I'll use the brown for these on the face, just to go in and make those lines there. Maybe even go over these. This line of the face a little more prominent. So isn't it amazing how this was just a gray blob of paint? Not blob, I shouldn't say blob, but it was just gray paint on the paper, and we have turned it into a shape that is recognizable and beautiful. We're going to make those lines inside the ear there. And color in his mouth underneath there. I said his, it might be a her, I don't know. We don't know. All I know is it's beautiful. And inside the ear there, we can just kind of shade along that line just to kind of give it some depth. It's already kind of dark there, so we don't really need much, but I like that. And shade this side of the face and the ear. Oh, I like that. And I feel like the eyes just need a little pop of light. Just kind of bring that to life a little more. Just kind of going over that with gold. See how that looks. Just giving a little bit more interest and character. I love the tusk. I love how those turned out. It's looking beautiful. So just along the same lines, I'm thinking this up here already looks like a mountain structure. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and make that mountain happen. I'm going to grab some more colors out, color pencils. This is ultra black. I don't think I want that just yet. Grab that. This one is extra deep golden, so I'm going to go ahead and outline this up here to create the shape of the mountain. We're just going to do one right there. Just do one right here. Love that. Oops. I'm not sure what happened there. Get that off the page. I'm gonna go ahead and put in some white on the top of that. Let me see, do I want to use that white? Probably not bright white. Maybe this creamy color. I'm just gonna draw the top of this mountain and like this. This one as well. Okay. And then we'll go in with some dark and just create some dark lines coming down from there. Just to give some contrast. And then we also, I'm just gonna blend that with my finger across there. And then we're gonna do some highlights on this side and along the top to make that really pop. You're always putting the highlights in the direction the light source is coming from, and we've made our light source over here, so that is why we're putting the highlights on that side, if you're wondering. That looks good. Loving that. Love, love, love it. All right, we can, when I think of this space, this place, I also think of bright colors, and I brought in some colors to use to add some pops of colors. We have here candy apple red, we have just a regular red, we have a crazy pink. I'm thinking candy apple red and pink would look really pretty together if we just put in some line work. And I'm thinking of doing it like right in the shape of this area right here, and just coming in and putting, let's see, maybe the red. Oh, I can't decide. Which red do I want? Maybe this red. We're just gonna do some like little V marks right in here, in this area. Make them smaller in some areas, larger in others. And then I like to go, after I do that, that mark, and then put another mark on top. And I'm thinking that this color here, this bright color, if I just put a little dot of color on each one of those, that really makes that pop off the page. Nope, try not to smudge it. Love that. And I'm really craving some really bright. I wish I had like a bright orange. I don't think I have that color. Maybe in the Crayola I do. I have a crayon. Let me see what color this is. We're gonna test it here first. That is bright orange. Let's see, I'm thinking of doing some just different shapes. So maybe come alongside this and doing some lines here, and then maybe see how that paper's moving up and down. You really have to be careful when it's moving like that, that you don't. Oh, I love that. I love that. And I really want to go in behind it and do some of this red. Let's see, let me just test it really quick against that. I think that's really gonna make that pop. And we'll go and do some red shapes, maybe some every other along that line as well. Oh, I love that. It's just the pop of color that's needed. I love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. We got the mountains, we've got the desert, we've got the light coming in from behind those trees. I feel like we need some grass, maybe some grassy areas over here. So I'm just thinking, just draw some line work right in here to give that some interest. And I'm just using some energy as I draw those lines. And I'm thinking we'll put some like right in here. Energy into this work. And I feel like we should go over that with maybe some brown to give it some depth. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, maybe even add some brown to this mountain base down here. Love that. Create some rocks over here on this side. Just some shapes. Doesn't have to be perfect, but create some shadows on the rocks. Love it. I'm gonna put a few highlights on the rocks as well. Coming off there. Just to give that some interest. It's all coming together. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Let's give the trees, maybe some highlights in here. And then we can come back in with that darker green and really just play on those little highlights and give it some different shape. There. And we were gonna go around this with that brighter color. Not really feeling that, but I do feel like there's something that needs to happen over here. Maybe some more line work on this side to kind of give this some more dimension, like this up here. It has some outlining of some darkness there, and we've got those dots, and we've got the grass. I love that. But I feel like we could maybe even do some outlining here. So let's do that. Create maybe some earthiness looking shapes here. I like that. And let's do some maybe up on this side. Just an outline of that shape there. That looks cool. Really cool. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Feeling like we need some more dots maybe on this side. Not a lot, but just something to balance this. And so I'm thinking maybe go in like right in here. Oh, I like that. What do you think? We've got some color added in here. I feel like we could just keep going, but I'm really liking where this is at right now. And I like to, after I'm done, I like to sign. So I'm just gonna put my signature down here. And I do a TM for Tammy Michelle. And what do you think? I like that. I'm gonna bring this up a little closer so you can see all the cool aspects of that and how that came together. It's so pretty. I love those metallics. So let me zoom back out so you can see everything. Oh. How relaxing was that? So relaxing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like and share and subscribe to my channel. For now, I'm signing off. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday.